Welcome, Strategy Battle Gamers, to another week's Battle Companies. You're here with GBHL host, GBHL James.
GBHL Jamie, and this week it's the turn of the Dwarves.
Let's see where they're up to. So last time they were hunting for some treasure. They had to go through a few caves, into the Barrow Downs. They got quite far. They chose a tough route, and it didn't pay off for them in the end. They got taken down by some goblins of all things.
The hatred grows.
The hatred does grow. I don't know if you could see that subconsciously in that, how the elves were against the goblins in the next game. So we're rejoining the dwarves, and they're all together. There's only one of them missing from this game.
Just Timothy is missing from this game.
So what is happening with the dwarves now? They left the Barrow Downs.
Just the Barrow Downs, reputation tarnished. He's failed, on his patrol when he got ambushed. Then obviously he's got a bit back together, rescued a couple of dwarves, tried to do their task and failed that. So now he's sort of just looking for honest work to try and rebuild his reputation, gain followers back to him. So Baloin is working for a merchant. He's being a sort of a bodyguard, as it were.
Who hired him?
The merchant is obviously down on his luck and needs to,
They're obviously cheap.
Yeah,
they're obviously very, very, very cheap. So we're going to show you the board now and talk you through how this scenario is going to work. They're trying to get that merchant back to his house. And this is the town board that we're going to be playing on. So as we take you through, you'll be able to see that this is the merchant's house. Now this merchant's made a few enemies, hasn't he, Jamie?
Yeah.
He's made some enemies, and he's
trying to be muscled out of the village, out of the town.
So they're trying to get him out of there. Now, as you can see, they're entering in through the gate there where the watchtower is. We have our dwarven band. Now, as that dwarven band progresses through this town, they are trying to get the merchant, and he's got somebody with him. He's got an assistant with him. We've got profiles for them, just normal rubbishy men profiles.
I'll put them up as sort of flash-ups.
Now, they must make it to this building, and they must have the merchant and his aide survive, or just the merchant.
If the merchant is killed, the best you can get is a draw if the aide gets back to the building. If the aide dies, it doesn't really matter too much. The main key is get the merchant back.
Brilliant. Now, as they go past the houses, there is a chance that some of the merchant's enemies become alert to the presence of the merchant and his dwarven bodyguards. On a roll of a 3+, if the dwarven band is within 6 inches of a building, which is going to happen quite a lot on this board, then a couple of thugs are going to come out to confront them. Now, once thugs come out of the house, more can't come out of the house, and it is important that the dwarven band kill those thugs before moving on, because of course otherwise they'll just come and ransack the merchant's house. So we're going to go into the first turn now. So the dwarves have cautiously moved up, and as you can see, they are close to one of the houses there. So on a 3+, a couple of thugs are going to come out. Let's see if they can get that 3+. And the thugs are out. So the thugs have come rushing out of the doors. One came rushing out of this front door here and charged in on Bayo, our top fighter. Obviously trying to deal with the champion of the group. And then coming out of the rear door, another thug has charged Murtal. Let's see if Murtal can do okay. So we're going to start off with the Murtal fight, and it's just 1 dice on 1 dice. The thug gets a 6, so only a 6 can win this for Murtal. And he gets a 3, which is no good. So you are strength
4, so we need 5s to win.
And he knew he'd get it. We both knew Murtal would go down.
Oh dear.
Murtal is slain. So next up, Bayo. The dwarves always start like this, not very well, but I'm sure they'll claw it back. I'm going to roll first.
Yep, go on.
So Bayo is shielding. He gets a 6 and he wins. So you move back, which is quite important. We're going to go into the next turn now. Infuriated by the loss of Murtal, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
Nice dwarf.
He's a nice dwarf, but he's been killed again. Enraged by this, the dwarves have rushed on to trap the thugs, and they're going to chop him to bits. In the meantime, the merchant, a little bit scared, has run up, but it does mean he has brought himself into range of this building. So no thugs come out the building this turn, and we're going to go straight into the combats. We're going to start off over here. Revenge for Murtal. We've got a piercing, striking Hulu, plus the 2 dwarf rangers.
Holy and Holo.
Who they?
Holy Holo.
They're going to piercing strike as well because they can.
Just fighting normally.
3. Okay, so we're going to check what XP they're all up to now to see who wants to kill. So Dwarf Rangers can't upgrade, so we're going to see if Hulu can go up. Hulu goes up by strength. Wow. So he's now strength, because he's just strength 3 anyway, yeah?
Yeah.
So he's now strength 6.
Needs 4s.
So needing 4s, he's got 2 dice, and he gets him. So Hulu slaughters in revenge for Murtaugh. Remember that, Murtaugh. Next up, all of our dwarves here are going to be piercing, striking against against the thug.
Remember, Boulogn's got 2 attacks.
Boulogn's got 2 attacks. That's great news. So Boulogne, the red dice, no matters. Let's see what happens. 5 highest, a 6. A 6. Oh, that was worrying. Okay, so Vernon needs to start progressing. So we're going to see what strength he goes up to. He goes up by 1. Vernon.
4 now, so he needs 5s to wound.
So he needs 5s to wound. 5s to wound. And Vernon does it. He kills the thug, and that means that the dwarves can move on. We're going to go to the next turn. So the dwarves move up, and a few of them throwing themselves in front of their new master?
Paymaster? Goalkeeper?
He's the one, he's the one. So we need to see if anybody comes out of this house. So red dice out of this house, and white dice out of this house.
So this one's got guys coming out.
So guys are going to come out.
Is anyone even in that house?
Thugs. Yeah, I don't think they are. I think they're asleep. Yeah. So thugs are going to be coming out of this house. And this is how it's looking after the end of the turn, because there won't be any shooting or any fighting. The 2 thugs have rushed out of the house. Didn't go straight for Boulogne with his 2 attacks. They need to be careful. We're going to go into the next turn now. It's like the Wild West. The dwarves are advanced up the street, and thugs are coming rushing out of the houses. The thugs actually backed off because they saw that another couple of their pals were coming around to try and block off that entrance to the merchants. But the dwarves, they want to go, and they've made way for the Rangers in the battleground and are now going to shoot at the 2 thugs on the end. So they have moved, so they need 4s to hit, and neither hit. And with that, we're going to go into the next turn. So here's how it is looking. Boulogne charged in on one, and then the other dwarves came around just to try and do a little bit of protecting there. The merchants have moved up, as have our rangers, Holy and Hulu. Holy and Holo. So we're going to go into the combat. So we're going to start off. Have I got a point of mic with
Boulogne, yeah.
Boulogne, hey? Heroic combat, eh?
Okay.
Why not? In a heroic combat. Don't know why. That's heroic combat.
You got a 6.
God. And watch me get a 5 now. With his 2 dice, not piercing, striking.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets the 6. So
5s to wound.
He's 5. He's strength 4, is he?
Yeah, still 5s.
So cool. So we need 5s.
Oh.
And he doesn't kill him. So his heroic combat fails, and his point of might has gone. Next up, we've got 1 versus 1, and it is It's Vernon. And Vernon, is Vernon high defense? He's
defense 7.
And you are?
Defense 4.
Okay, so no, he's not going to piercing strikes. 1-on-1, you get 3. He gets a 1.
6s. It's a 1.
Thank goodness for that. Because he's missed a lot of games, Vernon. Next up, we've got shielding Bayo. It's 5.
3.
And of course, Bayo wins and pushes them back, because that's how he rolls. So that's how it's looking at the end of the turn. We're going to go into the next turn priority. And it goes to the dwarves. No, it goes to the thugs. So with the thugs getting priority, they had managed to charge the merchant, and Holo and Holy have rushed in to the aid there, but only Holy could get into combat. In the meantime, this is how the combat's looking over there. Which one would you like to start with, Stugman?
Let's start with Boulogne. Get going in.
Okay, so we've got Boulogne and Vernon, who are...
Defensive.
And they're both strength 3.
He's defense 8, isn't he? Boulogne.
Yep, Boulogne is defense 8.
And strength 4 from Boulogne.
Okay, so we're not going to piercing strike.
Okay.
And we get a 3 and take it. So
Boulogne's got 2 attacks.
oh yes, he does. We're going to start off with
Vernon.
Vernon no, because he needs to get some good, decent XP.
5.
So 5's to wound. Nope. And the 2 from Boulogne.
Yes.
And Boulogne takes the thug down. So we're going to the next one. We've got Bayo. Bayo versus 1 here. He's going to fight.
Oh dear.
And we win.
So roll to wound, you need 5s.
So 5's to wound. No. So that thug goes back. Because next up we've got... Yeah, that's right. Because next up we've got Hulu. So Hulu's going to go for it here. We get a 4. And he gets a 4 and takes it on fight value. So Hulu needing 5s. Hey, and Hulu takes him down. Gains a point of XP. So we're going to be going into the key combat. And the important combat here, we've got the 2 unarmed models, which are going to be represented by the green dice, and Holy, who is going to piercing strike. So let's see what happens. Get a 3.
Merchant wins it.
And the merchant wins it. So the piercing strike goes up to... Wow. And Holy is...
6, so forced to wound.
So forced to wound. Not trapped, you can go out to the side. So forced to wound. Nope.
The merchant.
The merchant.
Needing 6s.
Merchant needing 6s. Oh! So the merchant only wins the fight for the group. Maybe a secret here. Maybe he isn't a merchant. Maybe that's not how he made enemies. Maybe not. So with that, we're going to go into the next turn. So this is how it is looking, and the dwarves manage to get priority and rush in there and try and take out that final thug. In the meantime, knowing that they're going to have to pass this house, Holo and Holy, the rangers, have got into position with a nice shot on the door. Let's see what happens in this combat now. So everybody here, apart from the merchant's aid, are going a piercing strike against the shielding. No, always going for it. So he sets the bar at a 3. And we take it. So I'm going to try and level up Boulogne, our company leader. So he goes up to strength, goes up by 2. So he's now strength 5.
Strength 6.
Oh, he's strength 4, is it?
Yeah. Forced to wound. So
forced to wound on the 4 dice.
Yeah.
Yes. So Boulogne manages to take down that thug. And we get to progress through the town. Will they get to the gate in time? So the dwarven escort are managing to get their merchant and his aide closer to his house. They need a back gate now, although they have just noticed the back gate is locked. So they might have to come round to the front. But the thugs were alerted in this house and they've come running out. And they've gone over there because as soon as they came out, a couple of shots went whistling past their ears from Holo and Holy. There are going to be a couple of shots, and we're going to do that now. So only Holy can see. He didn't move, so he needs a 3+. He gets it, and he needs a 6.
A 5. That's 3 bow.
Oh, strength 3 beat, 3 bow. Oh! And the thug is taken down. Ping ping!
Who was that?
That was Holy. So with that, we're going to go into the next turn. So as the dwarven band moved up with the merchant and his aide, another 2 thugs came rushing out, but they've stayed behind here, waiting to hopefully catch the dwarves off guard. Though they did see them rush behind the building from the door.
We know these dwarves are clumsy.
Yes, we do. In the meantime, Boulogne and his 2 dwarven rangers decided to try and take out that guy on his own. So, here we go. We're going to piercing strike across the board. Here we go. They're all piercing striking. You get a 5. That's good. Oh, we get a 5 and take it on fight value. So we're going to go for Boulogne. Boulogne goes up by strength. Goes up by 1, so he's strength 5. So he needs 4s on his 4 dice. And he gets it. So Boulogne gets the kill, and that means he's definitely going to be leveling up in the next game. So we're going to go into the next turn and see what happens now. As the dwarves came rushing round the corner, the 2 thugs disappeared behind the gate. Again, probably hoping for some reinforcements from their friends in these houses, should they come out. And of course, Vernon and the 2 rangers, having seen off that other thug, they've come rushing up as well. We're going to go into the next turn. So the ambush was set as the dwarves came rushing up. 2 thugs came out of this house here, and poor Vernon is having to fight them off by himself. He is going to shield, so it's him versus 3. I thought you weren't Percy striking in this game.
No, you made it too easy.
Okay, so here we go.
You got 4.
4 highest.
Okay, there you go.
So you were piercing striking.
Yep. So strengths go up. So there, strength 6. He's strength 5. So all need 5s to wound.
Yeah, it's defense 7, isn't it?
1 wound.
1 wound.
He's a sergeant.
He is a sergeant, so he's got a fate point.
Yep. 2 passes.
Whew. Thought Burnham was out of another game there. And most importantly, he moves back. There. So with that, we're going to go into the next turn. With Burnham managing to survive that last time, Boulogne has led the charge back in and managing to surround some of these thugs here. So with that, we're going to go into the combats now. And it was my priority.
It was, yes, yeah.
So I would like to choose Bayo and Burnham,
With piercing striking.
who are piercing striking. Oh, and they don't do it. So they go down. Bayo goes down by 1, so he's defense 6, and Burnham goes down, so he's defense 6.
My strength goes up to 7.
Wow.
So 4s to wound.
4s.
I'll hit Burnham.
Thank you.
Oh, it's fine.
Scary stuff. And so Bayo and Burnham were unable to do anything now. So we've got a shielding Hulu here.
Obviously piercing striking.
Yeah, piercing strike. We get a 3. And good job that we shielded, I think. And you move back. And then we've got Boulogne.
Yep, I'll piercing strike again.
Boulogne's fighting normal.
He wins. My defense drops to 2, so 3s to wound.
3s to wound.
Yay!
Double 1s.
Boulogne.
Snake eyes. Boulogne doesn't manage to get the kill. So we're going to roll the priority. And it goes to the dwarves. So the dwarves are desperate to succeed in this mission and get this merchant through to the merchant's house, but they need to take care of these thugs first of all. So we're going to start off with that thug there against the 2 there.
Bayo and Holo.
Bayo and Holy. Holy will piercing strike.
Me on piercing strike as well. 4.
We get snake eyes. Holy goes down to
2.
a lot.
And I go up to 7.
So
So 6.
So you need 2s on Holy.
3s on Holy.
3s on Holy.
Yeah, I'll go 3s on Holy.
Oh.
Yeah, 2s, yeah.
So yeah, ouch. So Bayo and Holy are moved back. So then we've got the one-on-one here between Holo.
Hello and Thug. Thug's got a piercing strike.
Hello.
4.
Oh, we get a 4, so we take it. So you go down to...
Drops to 2, so 4 still. And Holo gains the next pick.
Holo manages to do it. So next up we've got Boulogne and Hulu versus the...
Piercing strike and stuff. 3.
And they take it. So
Defense drops down to 3. So 3s from Boulogne.
Boulogne kills him. So Boulogne takes him down. So next up we've got Burnham. Burnham is going to shield.
Piercing strike.
So let's see. We get a 3 highest. You get a 1. A 1. So we back you off. And we're going to go into the next priority straight away.
This dice is getting relegated.
Here goes the door. So here's how it's looking at the entrance to the merchant's house. So with our 2 sergeants, Bayo and Burnham, entering the complex, as it were, I suppose. The grounds of his house. The compound.
Sounds very Godfather.
It does. Entering the compound there, the 2 thugs have come rushing out, one of which is a
Sergeant, one's a lieutenant.
sergeant and a lieutenant. So one's got a point of fate, one's got a fate and a might. So here, they're going to really need to deal with these. Let's go into the combats. So we've got Holy, we've got everybody there. They're all going to piercing strike.
Big ass shield. Oh, sorry.
That's right. So we get a 5. That's not bad. And we are here. And we take it. So you are trapped. Do any of my guys need any XP?
No.
Burnham might as well just keep on.
I'll just keep trying to go up, yeah.
Boulogne.
A burner, surely.
Boulogne will go up to... Burnham's not in that fight.
Oh, it's not.
So Boulogne will go up by 1
so
step
he's
5. So he needs 4s on his dice. Yeah. So So Boulogne kills another. Boulogne's been on a bit of a thing. I think his pride was that damaged from the previous few. So Boulogne gets another one, and he might actually be able to double level up.
Yeah, maybe.
If he kills enough in this game.
Maybe he kills another 2 more. He's likely going to win.
Wow. So he needs to kill 2 more. So next up we've got Bayo and Vernon versus 1. Okay, so let's see what happens here. No special strikes from our side.
We get 2. Come on, snakes.
Oh, I saw that one snake there.
Our defense drops down to every time 2. So, we're 3, 4 to wound.
Forced to wound.
Who? 1, 2, 3, Vernon.
1, 2, 3, Vernon. 4, 5, 6. Bayo. And Vernon gets it. So with that, let's see if these dwarves can get into the compound and complete their mission. 1. It goes to the dwarves. So the thugs decided to call a heroic move to try and... So the heroic move was called, and the thugs have charged in, trying to block off the dwarves from getting into the compound. We're going to start off with Vernon.
This is striking.
We're going to fight normal then.
5.
We got a 5, but Vernon gets a 6.
Oh!
Because he was destined to.
D3, my defense drops to 4.
So we need
5s.
5s to kill him. Oh, he doesn't. So
That's
it, well done. That was dead condescending, I didn't mean that. Okay, so we're going to fight normal.
This is striking. We get a 1.
So we win anyway.
We win.
What do you go down to?
2, so you need 4s to wound.
4s to wound. Hey.
Fake point. Yay!
And that's a good result, because we get an XP for that. So we're going to go into the next turn now. So the thugs got priority, and we're going to go into those combats now. We're going to start off with Vernon versus 1 who will piercing strike.
We're piercing striking as well?
I mean, you're piercing strike, not me. Oh, so you go up to
6, so 5s. Come on! Oh no, it's a 2.
I knew he wouldn't die. And next up we've got Bayo, who's fighting normally, and you're piercing striking.
Yep.
5, that's good dice. 4.
Stuff goes up to 6, and even 5s. No.
So the dwarves survive, and we're going to go into the next turn. So once again, the thugs got some priority there, and one of them charged it out onto Vernon, out of the complex. Foolishly, it's been countercharged by Boulogne, and then we've also got Bayo on 1. So is your priority?
Start with the Boulogne combat.
So, got Boulogne with his 2, and
Vernon.
Vernon.
Striking.
And they just take it, thanks to Vernon.
Our defense drops to 3, so forced to wound all round.
Vernon will try and get it first.
No.
Nope. And Boulogne.
No.
No.
Yeah, buddy.
So he survives. So next up is Bayo. Shield. Oh no.
Goes up by 2 to 6 and even 5s.
Bayo survives again, and this thug is a bit of a fighter because he's managing to fight back. Our best fighter. We're going to go into the next turn priority.
There you go.
And we do get it.
2 can charge.
This is how it's looking at the moment. So Boulogne has made sure he got to the front now, protecting Vernon, who's a fake point down, and Bayo's also in. So we're going to start off with that one first.
I'll be piercing striking.
Another 5.
Oh.
And 4s.
Strength goes up to 5, so 5s.
Always falling short. So Boulogne moves back. So we're not getting in this complex at the moment. Bayo is going to shield.
Piercing striking. To win every fight, but then no wounds, so it doesn't really
No, it's okay. Bayo will get a 6 here. He gets a 5, which is enough. He pushes him back. So we're going to go to the next turn priority.
We get it. Let's re-engage those that we were in.
So we're going to go straight into this. And you don't mind which way around, do you?
No.
So
start with. Well, we'll start with Bayo.
Bayo.
Piercing strike. 1. So you win. You got a shield then, weren't you? Yes, you were. You have 2 dice in your hand.
It's ready for the Boulogne combat.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, sure it is.
I was gonna, but you didn't. So, what do you go down to?
Hey, no. No, you were so, you know it as well. You know you were going to shield, so no. I move back.
This is Jamie skirmishing the skirmish face. Skirmish face.
That's the goes, you roll a 1. Okay, I'm just going to take a dice out of my hand. I'm not going to fight now.
It's your fault for doing it too quick.
No, it's not.
Okay, so Boulogne. With his 2?
Is he fighting?
I'm going to be fighting here. I'm not going to be shielding. Are you sure?
Yeah. Go on.
That's right. What do you go down to?
It drops to 2 to 3s.
Double 3 kills him. We didn't even need that bow fight anyway. So he goes down, which means that Boulogne gets. He's going to double level up.
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
Priority.
He charges out.
Charge both.
Wow. So he's charging both. We're going to be crazy.
No, Boulogne. It's not double leveling up.
And who's in there with Bayo? Oh, so. But this one's got a fate point, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really, I'm not going to take.
Both piercing strike.
Yeah, both piercing striking. I'll fight normally.
Oh.
We get 2.
We get 3s. So, the piercing strike of Bayo will do first.
Yep.
Bayo goes up to 2.
2, so 5, so 4's to wound.
So he needs 4s to wound. Nope. Okay, so it's down to Boulogne, goes up to
7.
So 7.
3s.
So needing 3s. And he gets both the fate point and the thingy.
I'm not rolling that fate point.
He's not rolling the fate point, he's denying.
No, he's going to double level up anyway.
He's double leveled up anyway, so that's good. So wow, they it looks like they are actually going to manage to get into the compound and get the merchant in there, and a successful successful mission. For once, they managed to actually succeed. So we're going to have a little look, see what happened to Murtaugh, and see what happens to the guys here as well. So we need to see what happened to Murtaugh. Does he die? Now, if he lives, he gets to level up.
Yeah.
Because he took part. So
he's missing the next
2. He's missing the next game. That does mean he gets to level up. So we're going to roll for him.
He does level. Oh, he becomes a hero.
He becomes a hero. Who'd have thought it?
He stays as he is, but becomes a hero.
So this means he gains a point of my
Fate.
He gains a fate. So he has a fate point, and we're going to do the rest of them now.
Sergeant Mer.
So Boulogne did so well in that game, really trying to restore the pride for his little company, that he actually leveled up twice. So we roll 1d6?
1d6, yeah.
1d6? So let's see what happens here. 1d6. It's a 3.
He gains a point of courage.
So
courage 5.
So he's now courage 5, and then...
Roll again. 6. Might or will point.
Might point, please.
Might point, yeah. There you go.
So Boulogne gets a point of might and goes up in courage, which is actually quite important in these small games, if he can stick around. So wow, so he is now fight 4 still, is he? Is he fight 4?
Cool. Still fight 4.
So he's fight 4, but he's strength 4, he's defense 8, 2 attacks, 1 wound, 2 might.
I'm just going to say yes to all this, I'm not even listening to what you're saying.
Brilliant. And next up we've got Vernon. Vernon leveled up once. So we roll 2d6 for him. Oh, sorry, one for him.
1d6.
1 for him.
1.
It's a 1.
Fight or shoot.
He'll increase his fight value.
So all you guys are better than you.
So he's now fight 5. Not courage. And then we've got Hulu. Now Hulu rolls an advancement.
No, he's just trying to become a better warrior.
Better warrior. So let's see what happens. Gets a 5.
He is promoted to an Iron Hills veteran with shield.
Wow, so he goes up and...
he's strength 4 now, essentially.
So he's strength 4, brilliant. So some pretty good stuff there. I'm going to see if we've got any gold to spend. So now that we've seen how these guys are advancing, that we've got Sergeant Murtaugh and everything's going on with these guys, we're going to spend our gold. We've got 6 gold, and we're going to try and get some reinforcements. It's all about the extra warriors. So, our first one on the reinforcement table, let's see what we get.
2.
A 2.
Yeah, a dwarf with 2-handed axe.
A dwarf with a 2-handed axe. And our next one, we get a 4.
Which is a dwarf with dwarf bow.
Amazing. Not a 6. Roll on elite reinforcements table. Get Iron Guard, Khazad Guard, or Dwarf Ranger with twice a weapon. Why is that the highest thing?
It's just random. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so we're gonna go around the campfire and talk about our battle now. We are round the campfire. I didn't put your dice in my pocket. We are round the campfire. And the dwarves actually, like, seriously,
they did it. Yeah, they did very well.
They smashed it.
Yeah.
Boulogne was
You should have run around all the houses, getting
all of the extra XP.
Yeah.
Now, there was a little bit of debate beforehand about what would be the best way to have the thugs coming out.
Yeah.
You thought 2 warbands of 3? Or?
I thought maybe 2 warbands of 3 with a lieutenant in each one, and they could attack sort of all at once.
What do you think about the way that we did do it, sort of 2 coming out of the houses? It was quite fun.
It was fun. I think it was potentially a little bit too easy for the dwarves.
Yeah,
they had too many numbers besides Murtal dropping straight away for them to really make it. Also, the fact I couldn't run for Toffee towards the end.
At the end there, you won a lot of fights.
Chances,
you rolled a lot of 5s to win the fights and to get priority.
And not to wound though, which is rare. I wanted it.
So quite chuffed with the advancements.
Yeah.
Point of might for an extra point of might, so that's a big thing. So he's now got as much might as
Giblin.
Giblin's got 2 might.
One of my sergeants had might as well. Who would have thought Murtal become a sergeant?
Yeah, what was that all about? He was awful. No offence.
He ran in, died, so he promoted him. That's
He probably just needs the fate. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He needs the fate for him. So it'll be interesting to see now that they're in the merchant service, because that merchant must be pretty pleased they've gone to the house. So how's his story going to unfold? It's going to be really interesting because there are a lot of people angry with that merchant.
Yes, there
I
are.
wonder why. That's all I'm saying. So this has been another Battle Company's Battle Report. You've been here with your GBHL host. Make sure you comment, like, share and subscribe.
Support your hobby.
And happy strategy battle gaming.